Hello, my friends. How you doing? It is me, Lasty here, and welcome today to a brand new episode of the FIFA 23 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Hey, we've made it to episode number 60 today, 6-0. Oh, time is absolutely flying by. We are now just, Wait, does the World Cup start today, tomorrow? Whatever it is, the World Cup starts very, very soon. So hopefully, even though the content's been pretty good, hopefully it will just continue to go upwards for the next month with lots of World Cup action. Anyway, if you enjoyed today, do me a favor, just smash the thumbs up button. We should obviously get a refresh to the promo tonight. We should get some new promo players and stuff. So I hope you enjoy that, and we'll crack on with that as and when they come out. But we have to address this little situation that we've got here, which is not a full squad. So with the changes to the current meta, and we'll discuss it a little bit more today because I don't know if I gave the greatest overview of it yesterday, and people know a lot more about it now. I'm gonna buy some new players, and Messi's the first one I'm gonna buy because now that explosive and control players have almost been sort of buffed to that level where they're now very usable, I want to give Messi a go, give the GOAT a little bit of game time for us and see if he can be very good and see if he feels fast with 81 pace but with a hunter on it, you know? So he's already got cracking dribbling stats, amazing shooting stats, but now he's basically got perfect shooting. I also decided to put Jean-Pierre Papin into the squad, and we're going to upgrade him in just a little bit. I don't know why I decided to do that, but we'll get there. And then Hakimi, I think, as someone that could never be lengthy before, but I always actually really enjoyed him, even when he wasn't lengthy, during that sort of period of the start of the game. I've decided to bring him back in. It helps with my links with PSG and Ligue 1 and stuff like that. And then we're going to give Posh a little go at centre-back because he's just got good stats anyway, right? I'm assuming he's just still lengthy by default, whether or not that really matters too much anymore. I expect Cordoba will now be sort of like a leveled up player, almost be like Cordoba's had himself a little inform or something. But yeah, with a strike force of Al Owairan and Liao, and cams of World Cup Papin, who I just decided to buy this version of because he's a little bit better, and he was only like 100k, right? So figured I'd give him a go, see if he's any good, and I like the card design. So yeah, I was just curious to try it. We're going to give Duncan a go in the CDM role alongside Benassa, who I expect to become one of the more the better midfielders on the game at the moment. He kind of already was. But I think with his ability to now be a little bit faster and techie with the ball, I'm expecting and hoping for great things. So yeah, anyway, just to discuss the point a little bit more about the changes to the Accelerate system. Sorry for any of you guys that are on old gen, because I imagine that what we've got now is probably a little bit more of what you've been experiencing the whole time, because lengthy never really was a thing for you lot, was it? And I think even at the on the start of this game on old gen, am I right in saying that people like Vinny Jr. and Neymar were just perfectly usable, or did they decrease in their speed? Let me know, because I've only ever played the newest gen on Xbox Series X and PS5 at certain events and stuff. So as you can see, oh, by the way, I've twisted or pulled something in my back, and honestly, it's making me short of breath. So if I'm doing lots of big inhales and stuff, it's just because I'm trying to catch my breath back again whilst we're chatting here. I don't know what I've done, but I can hardly move at the moment. Fat boy problems, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, hopefully that gets better over the next couple of days as I travel to Exeter to watch the Ipswich match. So looking forward to that one. But anyway, we are playing our playoff games today, and you'll see that I have a really, really good run. Liao and Alawairan up front are honestly just cheat codes. They're both fantastic. So I had a tiny bit of mini regret when I completed the Liao SBC, because I don't know, it just didn't feel that amazing. And then Ribery came out, and I was like, well, I would have really liked Ribery. Very good card. Really enjoyed him as a player. So I wonder if I should have waited and then done that, but obviously I didn't know it was coming. I tend to block all of the leakers, so I don't know if people knew about it or what. But I yeah, I don't know. Now I don't have any regrets whatsoever. He feels unbelievable because he's very fast already, and now that I can put like a finisher on him, and he's got like very good dribbling and really good shooting, he just becomes like one of the more perfect players on this game that can outpace people, but has a physical presence and can dribble and can score. So yeah, really happy with that. But yeah, when we were chatting yesterday about stuff, this guy, the team by the way, Toure and Zidane, hello. Hello, Meta. Good players, of course. But I'm going to beat him, no doubt, because I am class at this game now that the meta has changed. And it's not so much that Lengthy is now dead or Lengthy got patched, you know, and downgraded. I think Lengthy is still the same. So, like, nothing really changed with that. But with the changes to, you know, the lining of the text was something like in the patch notes, it was certain players, and I think they were talking about explosive and controlled players, would suddenly decrease in pace once they got up to their sprint speed or their sprint speed type thing, which was obviously the case, right? You know, lengthy players would just keep running and running and running. It may take them a little bit of time to get up to that sprint speed, but once they do, they are like a steam train. You can't stop them. It's crazy. Whereas, you know, a Vinicius Jr. might blast out the gates a little bit faster, but it didn't really ever seem like it. And then they would just become slow and everyone would catch them up. Well, of course, that is now to the point where pace matters again. Any player with pace is now going to be good. So, like, Haaland, in yesterday's thumbnail, I had it as less meta. And the reason for that is simply because he's not the be-all and end-all on this game anymore, whereas he kind of was for a good few weeks there. Undefendable. He's still going to be very good running in a straight line, right? But these techie dribblers are going to be able to move and run and change direction and stuff. Alo Iran, who is, I believe, controlled, might be able to be explosive. I'm not sure. But a controlled player with 99 pace is just going to blast past defenders now. It's crazy how quick certain players feel and how that's made a change to like the feel of the gameplay speed and stuff. It's more of a buff to the accelerate system that was broken, really. The explosive and controlled part just wasn't working as intended, I'm guessing. And then the lengthy part sort of was, but it was highlighted so badly because explosive and controlled were broken that they are now brought back up to speed. And all of these players are still somewhat usable, don't get me wrong. You know, like, if you do get through one-on-one with Haaland, nobody's probably catching him. He's got such high sprint speed and such long legs that he is just very fast, and he knows how to finish, of course. But you're going to be able to pull away from those defenders quickly with someone like Alo Iran or Vinicius Jr. or Neymar or whatever. And depending on what sort of chem style you've got on, what sprint speed they've actually got, you know, a Van Dijk might not actually be able to catch up to a Neymar if he's got 3 steps on him before, you know, whereas before, obviously, he would catch him within about 4 or 5 steps. He'd be right back up to him. But I think you might have a little bit more confidence to just keep on sprinting now, and maybe you'll get through and actually have a chance on goal rather than just getting blocked out by the defender. So it's pretty interesting, I would say. And so, like, the title of this video is about Messi and how he's good now. You might not see him doing a whole bunch in these games, and that's because I basically use and abuse my 2 strikers. I use Leao and Alo Iran to just absolutely abuse what they've got. But Papan was a little bit poor, whereas Messi felt really silky on the ball and stuff. I actually genuinely very much enjoyed him. I don't think he got many goals or assists for me, but just the earlier link-up play and just the ability to move and dance around players a little bit out wide was working a treat. I imagine now in a central cam, he'd be a fantastic player. I really, really do. And then, like, obviously, I'm now kind of keen on trying to get Neymar at some point because I think him and Vinny, any of those sorts of players would be amazing. And if I could just pack an Mbappe along the way, that'd be class. That'd be really nice, wouldn't it? So, yeah, a lot more usable players now in the game, which just makes it a better experience. And I went 6-0 in playoffs. When do I ever go 6-0 in anything? So maybe this suits me. I know I was a meta abuser. I was a lengthy player abuser. But now, you know, game feels pretty good to me. It may be a little bit more about pace again, but when has FIFA never been that, really? I don't know. But yeah, I like it personally, which probably means it caters more to the noobs, because if I'm getting good results, it normally means that it's catering to the noobs. We do pack an 85 rated Kasper Schmeichel. I just got my 6 wins, 6-0, and then gave the wins away and ended my playoffs after that. And we get our mega packs, which we're about to open right now. Can we get anything good from these, please? That would be lovely. Portugal, centre mid from Wolves. Ruben Neves, who, if you take him, for example, probably before, I bet you can make him lengthy. And if you can, I bet he actually felt relatively fast with 58 pace, but now I doubt he will. Which is why, like on yesterday's thumbnail and our discussions, was that someone like Peter Crouch now is probably a little less usable than before, because he's not going to get away too fast, and actually he's just not that quick overall. Everyone's going to be a little bit more up to speed with someone like that, so he might not be anywhere near what he potentially was before. We get a position modifier. I'll sell that on. We get the Liverpool away kit. I really like this kit, you know. I think it looks class, but so do other people. So I'm going to sell it for 1,200 coins and make a little bit of money on that. And then this, Eyes and Arms. That is the gritty celebration that we just packed there. It goes for 4 to 5k. That's crazy. You can do that just by pressing RT or R2 and then up on the right analog stick. You don't need that to be your default. So, yeah, who knows why anyone's paying for that? They obviously don't know that you can just do it anyway. You don't need the gritty, like, selected. But I'll sell that stuff for 4,000 coins, get a really quick payoff there. And then we pack a Rafael Leao. Not as good as the one that I've got in my club, but I imagine still probably quite good on this game. It comes with a few more player picks. We get a Tadic. Basically just, it doesn't even matter if we're getting duplicates at this point, because we now know that they do count towards your total numbers anyway. So I'm just getting as many of these World Cup players as I can. We get a nice 89 rated Harold Kane there. So we'll certainly take him, and we'll probably list up Leao. I think I get like 2.9 for him in the end. I don't think he sells in the first hour for 3.2. Discard a bunch of contracts. Keep any manager ones, but I don't think we got anyone in that pack. I'll keep all of those chem styles. They're going to be a lot more useful now that we can actually use them and don't just focus on architects. 2 footballs here, the bling ball and the corkboard ball, not the cardboard ball. Corkboard, not so interested in that, probably never use it, but the bling ball looks pretty good. If I ever get bored of using my 20,000 coin FIFA Nova from the World Cup, which I purchased, I'll potentially use the bling ball, give that a little go. So Papan, unfortunately for me, didn't really do it. Didn't do much at all. And I just enjoyed Messi way more than him. And I think that might be because Papan's got lowish pace and lowish dribbling. Like 85 and 85 is not blistering in either department. So for now, we just put the regular one back in. Or I tried my Ben Yedder in form in that spot. Didn't really work for chemistry. I thought I had enough League 1 players in there. But actually, it looks quite dominated by Serie A. So for now, I'll just fill the squad with the Papan that I already own, whose stats aren't too dissimilar, to be honest. And we'll take a minor L on this Papan. I think he's now under 100k, actually. I just saw earlier on. So he'd continued to drop. I'm going to do an 84 plus upgrade, because why not, right? It's content. We love to see it. And if we can get something good, like a little Path to Glory or a World Cup hero or even an Mbappe, that would be just sublime. Be absolutely brilliant scenes. And we are going to get, it lights up, and we're going to get Schick. That is right. That is a Schick pack. You can determine whether or not I was saying that was a sick pack or I was saying that was a pack. That's all down to you lot. So then I played a bit more squad battles, and I got the 8 Spanish games done. I was doing this whilst I was recording yesterday's video, but I got that one done in the end. Some of the games I lost because I was literally AFK in it. And then some of the games where I had, I just played for 5 minutes, got myself the 5 goals so that it could help me get this Larin part of Nations Dynamic Duo 5 done. Get that part done. And now the only thing I've got to do now in order to get my final token that's currently out, I guess we'll get a whole bunch more tonight. I'm looking forward to that. All I've got to do now is 4 more games with English players in squad battles or rivals. I'm going to do it in squad battles. I think I'll do that literally for you for the start of tomorrow's video. And then we will have all 10 tokens that that I could collect, because I've already spent 3 of them, and we'll have 10 tokens, which means 84 times 20 time, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know I absolutely love that sort of stuff. So yeah, I will be once I get those 10 tokens, I will be like a kid at Christmas. I'll be happy enough to go ahead and unlock my present, which will be the 84 times 20. Looking forward to that with World Cup Heroes and Path to Glory out. It'll be an interesting one to see what we can get. Duncan, by the way, top tier CDM. Really, really like him. Messi, yeah, it says 6 games, 1 goal, 0 assists, but genuinely feels like a crazy player now. Maybe not quite suited to the 4-2-2 out wide, but you could play him at striker now. You could play him in a central cam or a centre forward, and he would do bits for your team, I promise you. So, yeah, I mean, really nice squad. I'm going to change it up because I don't want Papan. So tomorrow's video will be probably 84 times 20, and then we'll look to upgrade the squad in many other areas, see what we can get done. Maybe the 84 times 20 gives me a really sick Path to Glory, a World Cup hero, or something like that, and we can work with that in our team. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the episode. Can you do me a favour and smash the thumbs up button? Love to see 4,000 likes on this video. That would be immense. And subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Cheers. Yeah, follow me on social media. My links are down below. As always, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of that stuff. Come follow me over there. Have a great day, everyone. Take it easy. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'll be back again tomorrow, and we'll do this awesome World Cup swaps fodder pack, shall we? I'll see you then. Peace.